almost similar as plane slab and cylinder. We will make one hollow sphere. It is down on this way. Okay, inside nothing, only metal is this. Therefore, connectivity of sphere is K. You can consider inside radius R1, outside radius R2. Inside temperature T1, outside temperature T2. See, they have mentioned radial heat transfer. Radial heat transfer. If T1 is greater than T2, T1 is greater than T2, the heat transfer will be like this. Heat transfer will be radial, along the radius. We are interested to know this Q. We are interested to know what is this Q for the sphere. Okay, so you can see that here A is changing. Like here is R1, here is some RB, some R. So you take one small element here. Suppose this distance is smaller. Okay, so what will be area here? Surface area, it is kind of 3D square. Surface area 4 by R square. Okay, this is 4 by R. You can take here also. So based on R, the area will be different. So what is happening here? Area is changing. Okay, area is changing. So what you can do, if you integrate from R1 to R2, you will get heat transfer. Okay, because area is changing. Area is changing. Similarly, in case of cylinder, there also area was changing. Remember, 2 pi R into L. Okay. Okay, we'll go to next slide. We'll go to next slide. This part is done. Okay. Many of you are writing. To take it fast and then move to the next slide. Okay, obviously assumption you write down. Okay, there are 3 assumptions that we saw. That is applicable here. The first one is steady state heat transfer. Steady state heat transfer. So it means suppose this is small element. This is a small element, for example. At R, PR. So what happened here? Suppose here Q is QR, so this side will be Q R plus DR. Okay. So this steady state means QR is equal to QR plus DR. Okay, this says this. Second assumption is K constant, thermal conductivity constant. So metal K is constant. Okay, if maybe if you open any book like R.K. Rajput or whatever book you have, okay, in cylinder and in case of sphere, sometimes this K will be function of R. In case of plane slab, it will be the function of X. Okay, so while we will integrate Fourier law. Okay, we will consider this K as a function of R. Okay, and then we will integrate volta. Understood? So here thermal conductivity is constant and third is 1D heat transfer. See, there is only radial heat transfer. There is no other kind of, no other direction heat transfer, only radial. So this is 1D heat transfer, one dimensional heat transfer. These 3 assumptions is must. Otherwise, this will be unstudied. If you are not considering unstudied, then we need to consider time and all. Okay, it will come later. Unstudied case also we'll see. Okay, can you go to next slide? Now Fourier law of condensation. Fourier law of of it was Q is equal to minus K is dt by dr. dt by dr. And A is 4 pi r square. Okay. We forget to write boundary condition. We write boundary condition here. What is boundary condition? See here, at R is equal to R, temperature is T1. That is first boundary condition, and second, at R is equal to R2, temperature is T2. That is second boundary condition. So here you can write at first one at R is equal to R1, temperature is T1. Second, at R is equal to R2, temperature is okay. These two boundary conditions will hold. Okay. Now this A you put Q, then Q is equal to, you can simplify 4 pi r square dt by dr. Here I am saying, suppose this k is not constant, this will be function of r. Okay, so we'll put that k, whatever function, suppose r square plus 1 for example, anything. So we'll put here and we'll come club with r and then integrate with dr. Okay, just shuffle dt and dr, and whatever term will come with r, we'll consider that one. That will give the final heat transfer. Okay. So here is constant. You can just simplify minus 4 pi k r square dt by dr. This is the same thing we are going to derive. We did experiment in the lab. Insulating powder. The same expression we are going to derive here. Okay. Q, you can say dr. This will come down, take r one side, and this is minus 4 pi k dt. Now we will integrate. Q is constant. Now you can put the boundary condition here at when r is r1, temperature is T1, when r is r2, temperature is fine. You know this integration very well. What will be this? I will do it. R1, R2, minus 2, dr, minus 4 pi k T1 minus T2. Q is, you can say, this is R minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1 R1 R2 is equal to minus 4 pi k T1. See, why I am doing this derivation? Because sometimes you don't know what is happening here. Sometimes they can ask you this derivation, maybe for the cylinder or for the sphere. Okay, so you should know. You do all these studies. Okay, can I go to next slide? Huh? So we take it fast. It's very simple. Okay, it's almost similar as Planck's lab. And Still writing? Back side? Okay. So we'll simplify this. Q minus 1 upon R. I'm teaching you integration that you know very well. Use T2 minus T. T2 minus T. Here also T2 minus T. Minus 4 pi K. T2 minus T1 minus 1 upon R2 minus this side. This is R2 minus R1 upon R1 R2. This is 4 pi K T1 minus T2. Okay, so we can write in just the other side. So 4 pi K T1 T2. Okay, you can say like R1 R2 upon
minus 3.
R2 minus R2. Okay, everything is correct. Nothing is wrong. Everything is correct. Okay, this part is over. Huh? Next slide. Come fast. Okay. Next slide. In the classes, this will happen. No problem. Simplify more this Q is equal to, you can say T1 minus T2 upon R2 minus R1 upon 4 pi K R1 R2. If you remember in the lab, this expression was there. If you remember in the lab, this expression was there. So this is nothing but heat transfer through a hollow sphere. Okay, this is, you can say, what? This what? Okay. So equivalent thermal circuit, you can say equivalent thermal circuit. So this is nothing but something like this. T1, T2. This is Q, and this is our thermal of sphere. Okay, this is called thermal resistance for sphere. Okay, this is nothing but this R thermal resistance, but you can say this is thermal resistance. This is of sphere. And this is nothing but R2 minus R1 upon 4 pi K R1 R2. This we have to remember. Okay. Like in case of cylinder, it was ln R2 upon R1 upon 2 pi KL. Here is R2 minus R1 upon 4 pi K R1 R2. Okay, so in the plane slab B by Ka cylinder, ln R2 by R1 upon 2 pi KL. And in sphere, R2 minus R1 upon 4 pi K R1 R2. Okay, this is the only difference, and the rest of thing is same. Understood? And so this will write like Q is equal to T1 minus T2 upon R1. That's it. This is the heat transfer. Okay, do not put joule. Here joule is not valid. It's per second. Okay. Joule per second. So all unit will be watt. Okay, any doubt till this? Any doubt? Huh? It's very simple. Okay. If you open the data book, the same thing is written there. Okay. Either you remember this part, okay, or you follow the data book. Okay. It's very simple. I don't think to follow data book. Okay. You can see I don't have anything in my hand. Okay. I remember from my BTech. Understood? So it's very simple. You just remember this and you follow the procedure. That's it. Sometimes they can ask you, like, suppose they can say, like, when will increase the conductivity, what will happen on heat transfer? Okay, if you reduce the conductivity, this will increase, this will reduce, this will go up, this will reduce, heat transfer will reduce. Okay, like this they can play. Okay, they can say based on R. Okay, if will increase R, what happen on Q? So you can see they can play with this. Sometimes they can ask you. Okay, because here, little complex things. So you have to compensate both the effect here and here. Suppose R2. Okay, R2 or R1. R2 is an numerator and denominator both. So you have to see the both the effect. Understood? So they can ask sometime. Not in BIT. Later. Some other exams. Fine? In cylinder and sphere we did composite. Here also valid composite. We go for the composite. Similar kind of thing. Huh? Now composite. Earlier I was doing this part later, okay, but I did together this time, so that you should know what is similarity between all three.